Okay? And now I can do a broadcast right here, and people can come on and they can type in little questions here. This is a solo performance on here. So you can just put content out there. Hi, I do real estate in Denver. I specialize in rent-to-owns, creative real estate. You have a problem, you're behind in your payments, you're going to lose your house or something, call me up. I have a few ideas. Maybe I can help you. My number is. Just little things like that. I give things away for free. I give away free books, free CDs, free newsletters, free information on video. Bring them in, virtually attract them in.
And your recording device is your iPhone?
The company that is hosting this records it.
Oh.
On the cloud.
Okay, they're doing it on their cloud.
Oh.
Okay, now there are some of the streams that you can record it. There are some of the streams that you can record it yourself. You can record your screen if you want. You can buy applications to do that too. But you don't need to take up the space on your own phone.
Yeah.
They get filled up real fast, don't they?
What about the YouTube videos?
YouTube videos.
How do you record them and then?
You just you go onto YouTube and there's a button on the top right called Upload.
Okay.
I believe it's Upload.
Upload, yeah.
Is that it? And you click on it and you can record right away. You see yourself on the screen.
Okay.
You hit the button. You can record it. On YouTube, you can also edit it, trim it, add music to it.
Oh.
And after you are
And
what
an
you
annotation as
I'm
well.
sorry?
Annotations as well.
Annotations, thank you, better word. You can put annotations in it. After you are a verified YouTube user, meaning you've given them enough information so they feel comfortable, you're not a spammer, you can actually put in links and phone number, links to your other YouTube playlists or your web page or your products that you sell, all through YouTube. How much does it cost?
Zero.
Zero. It takes time. It takes creativity. Is this going too long? Should we call it a night? We got any more questions? Go ahead.
So you're very extroverted, you're out there. What if you're introverted?
I-
It's like you don't want to get in front of the camera.
If somebody bought me a drink, I'd tell you the truth. I'm an introvert.
You just
I
have
am.
to do it.
I am. I'm a scared little chicken shit with a blanket over his head. Okay? But we can change. I'm the kid who sat in the back of the room.
There are 4 people online already.
Oh, hey guys, how you doing? Thank you. They said like this. How's that? Sean is back again.
I know, I
There he
said-
goes.
I'm waiting for Loretta to come back on.
Loretta.
Yeah,
and-
she's stalking you too.
Okay, we get different people who come on. The thing about it is, it's a great question. I fought you can make a lot of money if you're willing to change. You flip that switch. You know what you're talking about. You're a good person. These people want to hear from you. They want to share information from you. And maybe it's just the older you get, you
You don't give a shit anymore.
Thank you. She said it, not me. It's the truth. It's the
Yeah.
truth. Go ahead.
I heard one psychologist said 14,
There she is.
40, and 60, I think. It says 40 is when you're thinking that everybody's thinking about you. 40 is like that you don't care, somebody will start thinking about you. And 60 said nobody thought about you. You know that.
You're right. You're right. We all want to get to IDGASL. It's adult Disneyland. It's called I Don't Give a Shit Land. Like, you just get to. My daughter gave me a compliment about 2 years ago. I might have mentioned this. She said, "Dad, you're just comfortable in your own skin," and that's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
When you get to that place of psychological comfort and relaxation, you know, people don't sit in judgment of you. You know you're a good person, and that's enough.
Can I jump onto that?
Go for
too?
it.
One thing that I'll be honest, I'm getting over right now is I have no problem standing up in front of a group and talking. It doesn't bother me. I used to prepare and I don't anymore. It just happens. But you put a camera in my face and I freak out.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, I don't know if some of you guys saw, I did a couple of videos a couple of years ago with the house and we shot that thing, I kid you not, 32 times. It to the point where I was hoarse and I was like, I can't do this. And I've realized lately, especially kind of like I told you that video looks like I'm stoned, I don't care. And when Claude said, hey, let's record this right now, I'm like, oh yeah, what the heck? And quite frankly, that's what people are
And you
looking
were
for. They're
great,
not
and you were
looking for the
great.
script.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You were
except that I was
you were-
stoned. That's the only problem.
You're always your own worst critic.
Yeah, and so I mean, actually, that kind of helped me get over some of the people don't really care. If you look at what flies back and forth with Instagram, Snapchat, all this kind of stuff, people are looking for real people. So
We're looking for real people.
Sit on the toilet, put the toilet paper.
Yeah, I'm glad my wife isn't here and I showed that video of me on the toilet there.
Yeah, one thing I really, or go ahead. I was going to say one thing I really want to mention is we look at football players and basketball stars and actors and musicians and we question why they're getting paid millions of dollars. But it's, one, they do have talent, but two, it's because they put their entire self on the line for criticism. All the negativity we're too scared to face the camera for. We're too scared to make a mistake. We're too scared about what people think. We're too scared about not being truthful, about being transparent. And I think about that all the time because I like songwriting and I do want to get into acting at one point, and that's what woke me up the most to just not care about what people think, is being like, well, that's how you just make any movements anyway. Gandhi, Martin Luther King, any of these people, they put themselves fully on the line, and look where they're at.
And that's what I teach a lot of my students too. Especially if you're going out and meeting with people face to face, actually, somebody that works for me is looking for a house, and they can't find one, and they're all discouraged. I said, go door knocking. And they're freaking out. Go door knocking. I said, you're in a much better position than I am because you're not an investor. You're just looking for somebody that wants to sell a house to somebody that wants to buy one, and you'll pay retail for it. And my advice to them was, don't go to the neighborhood that you want to be in. They looked at me like, why would I do that? I'm like, go to a neighborhood you don't want to be in. Knock on 3 doors, screw up, and realize it's not that hard, and then go to the neighborhood that you want to be in.
Right.
So, yeah, try, go somewhere and just get the EBG out. So
I have one client, Michael Buckles. I don't know if he's on now. And I have Michael's permission to use his name and stuff like that. Michael's in Atlanta. Michael was homeless, living in a car. Okay, he had some tough knocks on life, but he didn't. And he studied real estate, went to real estate clubs. I started mentoring with him. Michael goes out and knocks on doors. And guess what? Guess what? This is amazing. Guess what someone said last year? They said yes, and he got his first deal, and then he got a second deal, and I think he made about $40,000-$50,000 last year, not going out and knocking on doors. He's not in a car. He has a real car now. He has a real apartment. And he's doing real estate because he was willing. My mentor used to always say, Claude, everyone wants to be rich, but few are willing to pay the price. Michael was willing to pay the price, to be rejected, to maybe be embarrassed, and in the end, the person who has that focus and intensity and goes out there with good value, good products, good services in real estate or any business or entertainment will persevere. Go ahead.
Oh, I have another story too. In 2014, from September to December, that was the brokest I ever been, and I was like, oh my God, like I am so broke, but I got to do a deal. I was working at 6th and Lincoln Starbucks, and so glad I'm not there anymore. Not because it was bad, but it's like, man, life is so much sweeter when you get to the real estate side. But I was like, I don't know what to do, and then I saw this homeless guy holding a sign, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a 4-foot by 5-foot sign that says "We buy houses," my phone number, and see if it works. And it was working. I didn't get a deal off of it because I finally got a deal that paid me $3,000. But it's funny how when I took that risk to even go to that length, I finally got a deal.
Good for you.
And I just kind of want to. It's not to.
Get 4 children behind you and say, I want to help put these kids in a home.
Yeah, well, because you tell that story all the time about I forgot where you were, but about the homeless guy
Yeah.
with the cute little niños,
Yeah,
like you say,
in
you know.
Chula Vista, yeah.
And you know, I just think to myself, I was like, how am I going to let a homeless person beat me when they are willing to stand on the corner with the sign, and I'm too scared to even look for a deal,
Yeah.
you know, door knocking or something. And you got this homeless person that's holding a sign. They're doing what they have to do, you know. And I just think people need to get to a precipice where they just got to remember they're going to die one day. You know what I mean? I don't know what else can be more motivating than that, to do
Exactly.
something.
And it could be tomorrow or next week.
It could be
So
today.
might as
I hope it's
well.
not today, but
Yeah.
you know, it's yeah. Could be
I
any
will
day.
kind of jump on top of that. You know, to get over some of that stuff,
Mhm.
partner with somebody that
Mhm.
you know knows what they're doing, and maybe it's paid, maybe it's not. I know Claude offers some mentorship type relationships, and you know, if you're local, you know, on the social media stuff for deal structuring and things like that, I'm here. We're more than happy to talk to you about that. But find somebody that knows what you want to know, and work out something with them. And it might be that you pay for it. Be careful with your dollars that you spend. I mean, just because it's a lot of money doesn't mean it's a lot of good. It just
Mhm.
means it's a lot of marketing. Yeah, what, you know, I cannot tell you.
We're cut from
over
the
and
same
over
cloth
again.
here. This is a
Over
good,
and
this is
over
a
and
good
again.
guy here. You know what he's done, what he does for this area with his free seminars, and he sets it up and everything. You got a great guy here, you know?
But I mean, I talk all the time to somebody that's spent 40, 50, 80, 100 grand more. It's like, really, you know, vet whoever it is that you're gonna partner with. But anyway, get to know somebody that knows something that you want to know and work with them.
An example of that is Bill
Copy
Bronchick.
success.
What's that?
An example of that is Bill Bronchick, charges a lot, but he's a crook. Be careful.
Oh, let's not,
Be careful.
that's
Yeah.
defamatory.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something you should not say
Yeah.
while we're recording.
Oh,
What,
Okay.
I would, and honestly, I would disagree with what you just said too. I mean, he's done a lot of good stuff, but.
New subject.
I
So-
wanted to mention with entrepreneurs, the more mistakes you make, the faster you make them, and the best mentorship, that's when you're gonna be
You know,
successful.
and I will tell you,
will
I will
make
tell you my
mistakes.
biggest
hanging
my
tired
tragedy,
there.
obvious for today,
We'll shut it off.
is I have a lot of content that I could put up on this.